How's it going? Loki, how's it going? Who's your good boy? Give me a paw. Give me a paw. Oh, who's your good boy? Yeah. Yeah, some good scratches. Hey Fox, how's it going? Hope you're having a great day today. Hello CJ Walt. Laika is just completely obsessed with what's going on outside. We installed the bird feeder and we're having a lot of activity. I don't know if you can see him. We got this guy on the branch over there, and there's kind of a little turf war going on between the chipmunks and the squirrels. So, a lot of activity going on outside. Hey Jennifer, how's it going? Good girl. Yeah. She's a good girl. Just got back from our walk, and these guys are like a little bummed out that they couldn't go and chase after these squirrels and look at the birds, but we're gonna have to do that a little later today. Laika is shedding like crazy. Ah, thank you. I hope so too. She's just got all this stuff coming out. I'm gonna have to brush her. It's just crazy. It just goes out like plumps. Just to show you, this is what we did this week. No lack of fur. Yeah, that's you. That's actually you. Yeah, they really, this is 100% shedding season. Like Laika's blowing her winter coat, and it's all coming out all at once. It just, like, you can see a few of them right here. Her butt is the worst. You just pull on it. It just comes out just like this. Hi Ito. How's it going? Thank you so much. Hey, bacon and steroids? Steroids, sorry. My English is sometimes a little wacky. Hi, Maria. How are you? Like. Mmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You want this? Get. Got something else for you, good girl. Yeah. Oh. Sometimes she's just way too delicate for nothing, and she just barely grabs it. It's like she's afraid to. She's afraid to hurt me or whatever. Hi, Anaya. How are you? Laika. You want more? You want more. She wasn't too excited to have breakfast this morning. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because it's starting to get a little hot for her and she doesn't have that much appetite. Loki seemed fine. He was eating like a little chipmunk, just going through all of his treats and all of his food. But I think Laika's a little she is always a little more affected by the heat. And the past few days we've been hitting like 20 degrees Celsius. 2 days ago it was 26. That was pretty hot. And Laika was was always going into the basement or trying to stay somewhere in the shade. So, hello Kay. Hello Maria. Yeah. We got some nice Kong action going on over here. I prepared something I haven't used in quite a while. We were doing some we're doing some cleaning around the house, and we came about this guy. So this is a robot that we got, like an automatic feeder, and we decided we were going to try to use it again. Hi Peter, how's it going? So basically what it does is it's controlled, well, you control it with either a computer, iPad, well, mobile device, anything. And yeah, you can put it on automatic, it can move around, or you can just control it yourself. And it poops out little treats, so keeps the dogs really entertained. Works great with cats too. There's some cat accessories, actually. I don't know where I put them, but it's kind of like a little fishing pole with a feather. So, kind of, I guess it's a cat fisher. But yeah, they're supposed to be great for either a cat or a dog. Pretty soon we're supposed to have something similar, but more of a treat dispenser, and we're gonna be doing a little review on that. Laika, what's going on? You look depressed. Are you hot right now? Yeah, that's what's going on. You want a good brush? You want me to brush you? All right. I'm gonna give her a good brush. The more I can get out of her, the happier she's gonna be at. She's really hot. Like I can hear her when we go to sleep at night. She comes up with us, but maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes after being upstairs, she just goes back downstairs because she's just too hot. It's way hotter on the second floor. Hey, Go Kisk. How's it going? Yeah. Nice little massage. Yeah, we're doing great. It's a beautiful day outside. I got a bit of yard work to do. Well, to finish, actually. My wife and I decided we were going to do some reconfiguring of the floral and plant arrangements. So that's pretty much what we've set out to do. I went in town to get some supplies, but I didn't buy enough. So I might be doing that today, or I might just be taking care of what's already been done. Haven't really decided yet. I guess it depends on how the day goes, like depending on before you featured a way to play with Laika and Loki. Yeah, sure. Why not, Peter? Laika, what do you got there? What's up? Thank you so much, Anaya. Receiving all the love from Canada. What's out there? Is there a squirrel? We can't really see outside with all the glare. Oh, there he is. Look at that ferocious beast. I'm gonna try to zoom in. That big guy is always coming to try and feast on these, all the seeds and the nuts that we leave for the birds. We don't mind. Like it's a buffet. First to come is first to be served. But she just loves watching those squirrels. A lot of squirrels, chipmunks. We got some nice birds. There's a gang of blue jays that just comes around and just, I don't want to say sing because they sound a bit weird. It's more like they're they're, I don't know. I would have to say proclaiming their territory or telling every other bird or everybody else that they're here and they've claimed the bird feeder. So it's kind of funny to watch. The dogs just love all that activity going on right at their on their front porch. So they've got a lot of stuff to watch. It's always entertaining for them. Yeah, we're almost we're almost at 6K. It's been a journey, not gonna lie. Hi, Robin. How's it going? Yeah, bluebirds are super chatty. Hey, Tokyo Husky. How's it going? Wow, you're really going to town on that thing. Hi, Fennec Fox. How are you? Let's try to see if this thing works properly. I gotta install. Ah, very nice. How do you install it already? So this goes in the back. My quarantine is going pretty well, actually. We've been keeping busy. I think that's the most important part. Doing doing a lot of activities around the house, spring cleanings, stuff like that. Oh yeah, they're really into it. I think the trick to having something that's to their liking is it doesn't have it has to be something that they don't see too often. Oh, I forgot to put it on. See? I'm not used enough to work with it. Let's put this over here. All right. Calm down. There's a way to put it on automatic. I just don't remember how you do it already. Is it here? Fast spin, turbo. Be gentle, Loki. Turn over. There we go. Want some too? There you go. So that's basically how it works. It's pretty fun, but I don't remember all the functions, so there's a way to put it on automatic. That way you can just leave it around and do something else, but I don't remember how to set it up. I'm gonna have to look at that later on. Oh, that was amusing for you, yeah? Or was it because there was some treats involved? I wonder why. Oh, Loki, you completely lost interest in your Kong. Good boy. You got your Kong right there. So yeah, this was just like 2 pulls of brush. It's completely crazy. Like us shedding just so much. Yeah, they're pretty big. The I'd say Laika is getting a little bit on the thicker side. I think it's because we're not doing just as much activity as we used to. We can't go to the dog parks and stuff like that. She's spending a lot less time off leash and just running about with Loki. So I think that's why she's gained a little weight. Nothing dramatic, but yeah, she definitely put an extra pound or 2. There's also all the issue with her knee, so we're trying not to get her to do too extreme activities and potentially hurt herself. That's one of the things we're we're gonna have to address pretty soon. Loki's shedding is always a bit later. Let me just show you, like, and he doesn't like it when I do that. Like, it's starting to have little plumps come out here and there, like this. It's funny, it's like little brushes, like little, if you want to paint, like little brushes. But it's not that bad. Look, if I pull the rest of his coat, like it's mostly here, like on the hind legs. But like this is nothing. Like Laika, I can just plump anywhere and it's gonna be 3 to 4 to 5 times the amount. Something interesting also, like maybe the lighting's not too good, but Loki's hair is kind of yellowish and Laika's more of a gray. We keep the fur from both of them, and I don't know. We've been talking a lot about doing something with it, and just haven't come up to what we're gonna do with it. We've seen other channels who use them to do some kind of a crochet or something like that. What advice would you give to owning a husky? I mean, what advice? Well, first of all, your first few weeks, first few months are going to be really critical in the sense that this is going to be, for one, your bonding time with your pup, and also this is going to be the time where you're going to do all of your basic training. So potty train, being clean in the house, being housebroken, if you will. Like he's gonna know what to do, what not to do, and this is gonna take some time. There's a lot. I of course I've got experience with it, but I've not. I don't really do any like training videos or stuff like that. Like it's more. I want to say. I go with the flow. I just do what needs to be done at the time it needs to be done. But yeah, the first few weeks are going to be very critical in the sense that this is going to be when you're going to establish yourself as like a new family member to your dog, and yeah, the pups at that age are need to be taken out every 1, 2, or 3 hours at the most, or else they're gonna do a little accident inside. As soon as they drink, as soon as they eat, take them out ASAP. Their digestive system, you can pretty much count the seconds before once it goes in, it's gonna come out. So if if you bring them out right away afterwards, that's gonna be kind of your way to show them to do it outside, or if you want them to do it at a certain spot, that's going to be how you're going to be able to do it. Rewards, always keep rewards in your pockets or in your coat. Well, now it's the summer for us, so maybe more in your jacket. When you go outside and they do their business outside, give them a reward, show them that when it's inside, they don't get anything, because it is going to happen. Don't kid yourself. But don't scold them. Don't be aggressive towards them if they do that. Remember, they're puppies, they're babies. They didn't do it because it's they want to be bad. They just do it because they don't know any better. So yeah, it's that's pretty much how it's going to be for the first few weeks. With time, you can start. I'd say maybe not the first month, but let's say at the second month or something like that, you can start trying to give them commands like sit, or give the paw, or lay, or stuff like that. it's really the same thing as any dogs. The only difference is they've got a lot more energy, and the more exercise you do with them, the calmer they're going to be inside. So keep that in mind. That's pretty much all. There's no real big secret, no trick. The one thing that you might consider, this is something we never really did, so I'm really not the best person to give you advice on that, is the whole crate training, staying at home in the crate or in the crate at night. We never did it. We never tried it. We have no experience with it. The dogs are always just left in the house. We have we have had consequences of doing so. So it's not something I would recommend to anybody. But when we were doing it, it was in an apartment, and it was like not expensive materials to replace or to repair. And yeah, after a few months, Laika was good. And when we got Loki, Loki was here with Laika. He's a little bit more, how can I put this? Emotionally attached, or he's got a little bit of separation anxiety, but it's getting better and better. We've been working on it, in the sense that we were leaving him and staying around the house, so he can see us, but he knows we're not going away, we're not abandoning him, and he just calms down, and he just sits or he plays or he does something. And we're doing this with longer and longer periods of time. So it's kind of breaking down his anxiety towards us leaving, but it's still always there. It's just we're just managing it the best way we can. We've been offered drugs and all kinds of stuff, and we don't want to medicate the dogs. That's really not something we're about. We think, anyway, like, I'm not gonna get into that, but I think there's a lot of products out there that kind of say that they're a miracle product for this and for that, and I think at the end of the day, it's just about like spending time with your pet, and and figuring out a good way to manage the problem. Like, of course, if they're in pain and stuff like that, like, I'm not saying that not get any medication, but I think for stuff like being a dog being destructive, probably it's just either anxiety or a lack of activity, and that's just his way of lashing out. So I'm not about to buy medication to calm Loki down because he's bored. Like, that makes no sense to me. Anyway, I'm going way off course with this. The initial question was, what would be some recommendation for getting a husky in a few weeks? Uh, yeah, patience, attention. This is gonna sound maybe a little funny, but I think with the whole pandemic thing going on right now, this might be the best time to get a puppy, because you're gonna get all that extra time to spend with her or him. Train her, get get to know how they react to certain things. Yeah, I think this is kind of an ideal timing. We both the pups, Laika and Loki. Me and my wife have been working full time, but we've got jobs where we make our own schedules. So we've always been able uh, to give them a lot of our time, and to give them the best quality of life that they can get. They're not left alone very much. My wife works mostly from home. My office is at home, but I need to to go away on day trips, stuff like that. But like most of the time, like the dogs are always with someone, except for the occasional dinner date or something like that, like where they're left alone. But like I said, it's not something usual. Loki, what is that position? You look so weird. So yeah, training a dog is there's no big secret to it. I think you're gonna love them. You're gonna try to do what's best for them, and as difficulties show themselves, you're gonna try to react to them and do the best you can to give them the best life they can get. The more you love them, the more they're gonna understand this, and it's the bond is just gonna be so much stronger. What are you doing, silly boy? Silly boy. Yeah. You want a good belly scrub? Scratches. Yeah. Loki is so much of a cuddler. This is pretty much the ideal life of this young man. Just being on his back, scratched, petted, probably fed afterwards. Yeah. Oh, this is what's going on. Yeah. Laika's more independent. She likes the pets, the scratches, but when she wants them and on her terms. I guess you could say that's kind of her cat personality. Most most of the cats I've interacted with, like they don't really want to see you, but at some point you're sitting somewhere and they just come to you and they're like, "Well, I'm ready now. You can pet me. I'm looking forward to this massage." That's pretty much like. Or when she meets new people, she immediately goes to them. She wants to meet them. She wants to be petted, but that's because she's kind of a she's a little social bee. Yeah, that's pretty weird. Good boy. Yeah. No. That's weird. Huh, good girl? You want some scratches? Oh yeah. Yeah. Loki, that's not fair. Get your face out of there. Who's your good girl? Oh yeah. They're really relaxed today. They've been like this for the past few days. I think it's because of the heat. I'm pretty sure that's why. It kind of it's kind of like the summer just hit us all at once. Like a few weeks ago, we still had some snow here and there, and now it's 20, 25 degrees. And yeah, the dogs are starting to, well, Laika's blowing her coat pretty intensely. Loki hasn't really started yet, but there's a little bit of little plumps coming out of his hind legs and his butt, but not too much yet. Laika, this is Laika's coat from the last few days, just to give you We just packed this bag really full. You guys want a treat? Oh, she does. Let's get a treat. What do we got here? We got some dried beef. This is beef lungs. No, this one's detaching. Here you go, girl. Hello, Austin. How's it going? You want this? You want it, girl? You don't want it? Wow. What's going on? Come on, you like this. It's beef lungs. Yeah, that's what I thought. She's kind of slow-mo. She's just a little offbeat. It's a little too hot for her, I think. Usually if we're at the cottage or something, like when she's hot, she just goes straight in the lake, gets cooled down, drinks some water, and goes back on the porch in the shade and just has a little sleep. But now we can't go. We gotta stay home or in the area. And yeah. I think the pups know that usually at this time of the year, we're spending some time at the cottage. Well, 2020 is a pretty weird year. I think everybody's gonna be putting some strange stuff in the calendar. Yeah. So, how about you guys? Are you doing anything special on this Sunday? Getting ready for the week, or just relaxing for the few hours you got left of vacation? Well, vacation weekend. We've got a super sunny day outside. Like there's not a cloud in the sky. I'm gonna go for another nice walk. Try to spend as much time as we can outside. What do you think about that, Laika? Yeah, I think pretty much everybody's in the same mood, relaxing and trying not to think about this craziness. A lot of people have been saying that, like with the hours at the job cut and everything, most of the people try to do very inexpensive activities or just walks or bike rides or stuff like that. We've been doing exactly the same. We're trying to stay a little bit more low key. And yeah, the dogs. I think the dogs are enjoying it because we're always at home. They're not complaining. The only thing they're maybe lacking is like the extra activity that they would get going to the dog park and socializing with the other dogs, etc. Hi, Malgosia. How's it going? That's something I would love. Oh, yo, what's that position? Look at those flappy arms. Those flappy arms. Oh, yeah. This is what you want. What you want. They like to rub in it. They're so crazy. Yeah, we'd love to have a pool, but it's just not a good plan. Most of the people here where I live who have pools had to cut, I want to say 70 to 80% of all the trees around the house just to get some sunlight into the pool to get it heated. we it's it just stays too cold too long for you to enjoy it. There's also the bugs, well, mosquitoes and little, I don't know what's the name in English, but they're kind of little bugs. And the oh, what is that? Ah, those are chipmunks. I don't know if you guys can see them. There's one over here. Next to the squirrel. There's another one over here. They're kind of separating the territory. Everybody's got a little piece of the lawn for them. Hey 60, how's it going? Having a great day. Hope the rest of the day is going to be as sunny, because we're going to go for a nice long walk with the pups afterwards. These two are starting to get really hot, and they're going to need a little bit of a little rinse in the lake. That's gonna get them a little more excited. A wrestle, I don't think they're gonna wrestle. They're pretty much on relaxing mode. They're more likely to wrestle at night. Well, at night, like during supper time, etc. When the heat goes down, it's kind of their thing. Either really early in the morning, like before we get up, they kind of jump on the bed and start wrestling, or I want to say during supper time when it's cooling down and they need to spend a little bit more extra energy. But right now I don't know, they're kind of spent out by doing absolutely nothing. It's crazy to see. Laika. Yeah, super chillax mode. What are you looking at? Good girl. Yeah. Some good scrubs. Yeah. So that's pretty much what's going to be going on for our day. It's going to be another of those quarantine days, doing mostly anything to keep our mind busy and to keep the pups entertained. Gonna wait a little bit and try to brush this big girl maybe another time. I'm gonna need another bag because this one is pretty much full. And we will see you on another episode. All right. See you guys. Have a good one. Bye.